Does anyone else think it's been a while since we caught a Spice Wars game? Well, good news. Today we are dusting off the old Spice Wars. We're knocking loose the rust a little bit. We have opted to all random into this private lobby game, and it looks like we pulled ourselves the Harkonnens. Don't mind if we do. See if I can remember how to play this game. I'm going to be very rusty. For sure. We've got Antonell over on the smugglers. Oh, let's click on some buildings real quick. We've got Yvain over on Vernius, and over there on the Atreides. What do I like? What do I like? I don't know. Let's just click some buttons. We are not min-maxing today because it's been a hot minute since we've played any Spice Wars. So we're just gonna, like I said, knock some of the rust off, get a little bit of practice in. Who did we get here? We got Uman Kudu and Fade Rautha. All right. It's not exactly what I would have picked, but we'll have a good time with it. I'm gonna immediately start pillaging some of our neighboring territory here. Anything that doesn't have juicy yields on it is getting the axe. I think I wouldn't hate some early Plascrete, so maybe we'll go jump on them down there. Pick up some troopers real quick, make sure everybody's building stuff. Make sure we got militia in our villages, because we are the Harkonnens, of course, who get plus 5% resource production per active militia in their lands. Let's see, we got bonuses for pillaging. We don't hate that. Otherwise, not super exciting though. We might pick up early Plascrete over there. You deploy. Dare I oppress? I think I do dare. I think I do. We've got Mount Idaho to the east. We should be just fine on Plascrete, boys. Just fine. 88 influence to take Mount Idaho. Meaning we'll wait a little bit and do some more pillaging while we cook. While we let that influence accrue for us. I think maybe just boom, all in on the Plascrete. Might be reasonable since we've got so much of it by us. We probably didn't need this guy here. Actually, let's cancel this one. Let's cancel this one. We could probably make better use of that with I don't know, a little early knowledge maybe? Let's be aggressive with the knowledge. Why not? We're gonna pillage here. Maybe this guy's gonna go up and grab us a spare Thopter there. We'll make our own Thopter. We'll put a guy on Arrakis for now. What else should I pillage? Maybe we'll pillage these fuel sources down here. We'll want that eventually, but I've been pretty quick on the pillaging. Did we get our... I was thinking instill fear. We're gonna be a little late on that. Do I pillage us now? That means I can't get it for like 3 months. That's fine. It's fine. We'll sort it out. We'll sort it out. We'll go pillage it now. I want more money now. Will make me happier. That guy can auto recon. This guy can auto recon. These guys are battling just fine. Let's give the troopers maybe a fix-up kit. We'll give the gunners maybe some blood thinners. This guy here gets 2 intel if he has 1 building of each type. Don't mind if we do. Extra intel is always good to have. We do want instill fear pretty quickly, but I also want work ethics. So we're gonna put a little extra effort on the work ethics first, I think. We need our militia up here. And we're close. Let's heal these guys up and then we'll get our Mount Idaho going. Where are we at? Looks like we are to the west. West-northwest kind of territory. Up there we got the Moondew Vale, which is not a particularly exciting special region, but it's special nonetheless. We don't mind it. Have this guy grab that Point of interest. These guys will heal up a little bit more, and then we will march out, I think. Looks good to me. We're going to keep building out our buildings wherever we can. You guys go out and let's take Pelno. Try and keep our gunners behind our troopers. Looks good. We'll do a little more selling of the chome for now. Some free spice there, we don't mind it. And this guy here is going to add another research hub, so I at least have the one of each bonus nabbed there. We got a Landsrad kicking off very shortly. Excuse me there. This guy, cheaper buildings and bonuses for pillaging. Well, we don't hate extra bonuses for pillaging, and we got raiders coming up. I'm guessing there's a siege like right next to us over there. So we will take a look at that. Atreides, of course, in the lobby, so they got a little extra influence than everybody else. We've got even a little extra. I don't know how we got +2 over Verdius, but that's fine. We are not going to apply any corruption. What are we voting on? Hedge per controlled special region, Solari per village. We'll just dump our votes, some votes on us here. We'll see how that goes. Vernius grabbed that one. That failed due to the minor houses. Oh, that's a shame. Okay. So, nothing much for us here. This raider is going to get chopped up by our militia over there, so we're not overly concerned about that. Boom, boom, boom. The Plascrete will floweth, +30 production per day. Ho, ho, ho. We got a lot of sand. I didn't even look at the map. Are we playing on like the Great Erg or something? I don't know. There's some, that looks like a mighty big desert there to me. Okay, okay. We do have Spice Field down there. I wouldn't hate some extra spice. This guy up here looks pillageable to me. Maybe we'll oppress here while we've got our troops nearby. Local dialects is complete. Instill fear is almost up. What do we want after that? Ooh, it's a good question. We might just pick up intelligence network. I don't know. Maybe lay of the land. I definitely have no idea what my chosen tech paths are these days. I guess we probably want some martial economy eventually. Maybe we'll start meandering down that way on the tech tree. Ooh, there's a nice back spice field. That's probably next up on our to-do list then. It is a long walk from home, but we're pretty good on water at the moment. Permanently gain 30 spice. Yep, don't mind if we do. House Atreides wants a trade with me. Research agreement, non-aggression pact. I'll take it. We'll do it. 78 for that one. Dare I? Dare I? No, we'll keep saving up. I was trying to figure out if I walk up and take the town now or if I keep doing some pillaging with my army. And I think pillaging is the answer. And still fear's almost up, so we'll go pillage up here as well. Show market in 3 days. We could also build in our main base, which makes a lot of sense to me. Maybe we just go straight for an quick admin haul in the main base. Just get cooking on that. We got a lot of manpower, so I think I'm probably savvy having some extra gunners out and about. Pillage. And now feels a lot better to march up and maybe do this battle. Boom. We've got good money. We've got good manpower. Everything's good. Everything's good. Everybody gonna be alright. This guy's got 4 militia defending it, so we kind of want to make sure we're targeting properly here. Oh, I guess they're all just melee guys. So we'll just make sure we're focus firing to burn them down. And we'll make sure nobody gets eaten by a worm or anything. Speaking of worms, is about to gobble that guy down. Hopefully he gets picked up there. Alright, this looks like no problem. We'll just get off the sand. What are these guys doing? These guys will pillage back at home. And we want to annex this one, and we need 10 more influence. So we'll just sit still up there. Maybe we'll grab another Thopter, I think, is reasonable to me. I wouldn't hate one more Thopter. That looks good to me. That looks pretty good to me. This guy here, I don't know what this guy wants. Maybe a recruitment office to help cover the eventual martial economy kind of thing going on. 78, we're real close. Just a third of a day and we could annex and should be good. Boom. We're going. Looking good, feeling good. How are you folks doing out there? Long time no see. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining in. We got ourselves a Dune tournament coming up on March 1st. And I am enrolled to play. I'm not planning to cast it, though. I think I'm going to play in it and... I might cast it, but I think I'm going to just play it live. Or record it, rather. They've asked that we keep a pretty hefty delay on our streams. Everybody wants trades with me. Research agreements. Don't mind if I do. They've asked that we keep a pretty hefty delay on the streams, so like 5 minutes or something. And I really just don't. I hate having like a 5-minute delay trying to interact with chat, right? Interacting with chat is, you know, the fun part for me. And if we're not able to do that in a reasonable manner, then might as well just record it, and you guys could have it after the fact. There'll be plenty of other folks streaming it on the day of. Cream and all the rest of that gang. They are, of course, the hosts over at the Dune circuit. So it'll be a good time. Should be fun. I am expecting to get my butt whooped. But regardless, ought to have a good time with it. So look forward to a little extra Dune content coming in the near future. I might make some Civ content too. I've been having a great time on some Civ 7, so don't be surprised if you see a little bit of that coming. 400 to get that refinery up. I told you we'd be just fine on Plascrete, and all of a sudden I'm like, where's my Plascrete at? I feel like we're making a lot, but not as much as I want. We are right now working on our pillaging. Of course, we forgot to turn on buying. Gosh dang it. Smugglers bought a ton. Oh, look at that. Look at that. We're buying into a terrible rate. Feels bad. Oh, I meant to even look at it and I forgot. That's what happens when you're rusty. You get a little rusty and you forget to do the important things at the important times. Let's get our martial economy going, and then we're gonna come back and start grabbing some red stuff. Meanwhile, still just a pillaging is the plan. Everybody but Vernius is our good best buddy. We are sitting high on our votes. We could grab the authority if we want it. We could grab cheaper manpower. Let's stick corruption on the propaganda, and we'll try and get it cheap. We'll assume nobody wants to get corrupted. We'll save our authority even. We'll be greedy. We'll be hella greedy. Nope. Vernius was happy to take the stink and steal it from us. Dirty dogs. That's all right. We're not super interested in the authority part of the faction. We're happy just burning stuff down. This guy's 82 to take. That's not too far off. I'll be happy to grab that. And finally, we can get our refinery up there. All right, we're doing all right. We might have a spice field down here we can grab, and we definitely got one on the west we can grab. That looks like a fairly comfortable 4 spice for us. That's pretty good. I think I'm probably too rusty to do a proper push on for Chom. quite rusty. But it wouldn't hurt to threaten it a little bit. Keep them on their toes. Look, we definitely had guys pop out right here, so we know we got a siege here in Rab Al Ghal. We know we got a siege there. We did find a siege over here as well. We could trade with them. Wouldn't be the worst idea. It gives up some of our water though, and we are starting to get a little tight on the water. This is a 5 wind up there, so we can get some water thereabouts. This guy we can annex in just a little less than a day for some extra. This is a 4 wind down there, so that's a bit of water for us to work with. Just a little risky to be marching around without enough supplies. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it because I'm greedy. Boom, give me that 10 gold trade. Give it to us, precious. Can you 3 militia beat this 1 raider, please? Are you gonna lose a guy? Shameful display. These guys are doing all right. We're pulling up some goodies. We're building in the bases. And maybe we'll just go straight for the dew collector here because it's going to take us a little while to save up enough for another refinery. Our money is a little tight. Our stockpiles are fine, so maybe we'll lean into a bit more trade. Get a bit more militia, a bit more water going. Vernius looks like maybe a Trades to the south. Ooh, a very central siege Tuic there. They're doing their own pillaging thing.
Ready for destruction. As you wish, master.
This guy up here even. What do I think of him? I don't think anything of him. Maybe he doesn't need anything? I guess if he doesn't need anything, he should probably just have like a wholesale market. He's got one already. We could stick a dew in there for a little extra water. I guess we will for now. Let's just keep marching around. I think the next plan is to the west to try and nab ourselves even more spice. We're trying to save up to 400 plascrete because we know we need that for... Maybe these guys will stay home. They could do some alternative pillaging if needs be. Get a second group of guys rolling around doing some pillages. 400 to get another refinery down there is what we're looking for. We like this terrain, but for now we're going to pillage it. We like even this, but we'll probably pillage that too and just go down and prioritize that other spice field there. There's a desolation in the back, which makes our backfield very, very comfortable. I'm not sure comfortable is exactly what we want, but we'll grab some goodies with our guys. The front lines can now get our refinery online. Looks like Vernius to east, southeast. All right. As expected, we're gonna keep making some troops. They're expensive. We'll buy a little bit because we're still making good pillaging income. These guys are out here, just trying to use up our guys to grab some goodies while the grabbing is good. And it looks like it is.
Ready for destruction.
Ready for destruction. We want to make sure we're building out on our main base too. That's going to take us even more plascrete. Oh, big income of plascrete right there. Don't mind if we do. Okay, we do need to make sure we hit our stockpile, which we should be fine, but the rate's pretty bad at the moment. This guy's 104 to keep. We're going to leave one guy here. This is a little risky. I guess it's nighttime. We should be okay. These folks are going to run back home. These folks are going to pillage over here. Looks good. And this is a very forward base here. We could probably we could nab this Imperial Basin, I think. It wouldn't be a terrible idea. We need a bit more money, so we need some pillaging to get done. These guys should make it home. Nobody's been eaten by worms yet. Nobody's died to supplies yet, so we got that going for us. We haven't gone full potato in the off season, as it were. Ugh, I really want my chome branch up, but of course my tech has been lacking. I need my chome integration done in order to get that. I should have probably... I didn't realize quite quickly enough until that I had the old 4 spice, so I was slow in switching over to an econ build. Maybe then, while we wait for that, we'll grab a command post down here, get some of our red built out. Arguably, you should probably lean blue buildings before red ones, since it doesn't seem like we're in a particularly aggro kind of condition here. The elected faction gains lands red standing, but also lose lands red standing. Let's put some Harkonnen taint on that. We got Fade, we might as well taint everything we could. Water subsidies is up, that's interesting. But we kind of want this one now. So Vernius was the person who sort of fought us for it before. I think 200 votes probably does it just fine. Let's see. 200 votes ought to do it, right? Yep, we did get it. Vernius did try again. Econ did not pass. Polar Sync did not pass. Okay. So a little extra lands red for us. It's all good. All good. Maybe we need an airfield down here. Maybe we need that then. Let's get these guys to sort of fall back. These guys are pillaging here, looking good. Our money's looking good. Not quite good enough to buy more spice yet, but pretty soon. We also definitely need to get more thopters and fill out people. Some crew in all of these bases here. And our water's real good, so we could definitely be ranging a bit further to do our pillaging. That looks good to me. I'm mostly pleased with all of that stuff. Ooh, a quick spacing guild branch. I think that makes a lot of sense. I do need 1 building of each type back here. I guess the Spacing Guild branch makes as much sense there as anywhere. I love the Overlord. It's a fantastic ship. Make sure we're still grabbing our points of interest around the map. Looking good. Looking good, feeling good so far. We'll fill out our command points a little bit, just in case people start getting cheeky with us. Someone wants to trade. Atreides wants to give me some Solari production. Don't mind if we do. We'd be so much better on the... words. The chome market if we had bought when it was a little more sensible to do so, but... Oh yeah, let's remember to take that. That would be sensible. I'm about 40 too far. It's alright, we're getting it all. We're getting to everything eventually. Let's start oppressing all of our spice fields here. Get some officers of the order up. Looks like the space wreck is up over there. That's a nice pickup for them. Pillaging, pillaging, pillaging. Boom, boom, boom. Let's hope those guys can make it home. It's gonna be a long walk. And we can build in the main base again. Harvester Works could go up. That's not a bad idea. Maybe we grab that for now, and then we could even switch out our Masons Guild later, if needs be. That looks fine for me there. Deploy this guy. Make sure our harvesters are looking good. Let's start getting them on safe mode so they're not quite so eaten. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, I like that. I like this. It's going pretty well, I think. Who knows? Who can tell? I did forget to do my probe setup, which I really wanted to earlier. Anything left to pillage around us? Not exactly.
One step closer to target. Yes.
We are getting a lot of plas creep, but we're spending a good bit too. Really spending it. I think we'll lean into the econ for now.
Ready for destruction. What's our next
We'll lean into the econ. I think
target?
this guy could be scouting. So much to do, so much to do. Lots of stuff to be shooting.
Ready for destruction. As fast as we can.
Shooting and pillaging.
Instruments of doom.
We could be, I am becoming friends with them, and we know that there's one right here, right? Let's take a look at them, see what they got. I'm pretty fine with manpower at the moment.
Ready for destruction.
As you wish, Master.
As you wish, master. Let's pick up some scav teams. We're doing really well. Maybe we also prep some sleeper agents just in case anyone gets a little cheeky. Maybe we march west and we grab ourselves a well of riches. We got good money. Let's invest in the chome. The rate's really quite good, so we're gonna hard sell. Let's hope we don't forget about it.
Awaiting target.
And this guy over here needs his factory going up.
Wield instruments of doom.
Instruments of Doom.
What's our next step?
Yep, I think a well of riches would be a nice pickup for us. Let's do that. These guys are fighting off rebels down here. Very nice. Start switching to heavier militia in these. We also need to start donating to the guild as well. It's gonna dig into the stockpile a little bit. Money's good, let's buy more. Up to 10%. We've got a really nice econ start going for us here, so
Lives belong to you.
that feels nice.
There soon.
I do want, I think, Daldad next. I want a couple missile turrets here to keep this front line safe. We could make more troops, but it still feels pretty peaceful. So maybe we'll chill with that for now. This guy up north also needs to get oppressed. Corruption. Let's put some corruption on the tax negotiations. Doot, doot, doot. And then maybe we'll lean into it. Vernius has been fighting us for it no matter what, so we kind of want to make sure we beat Vernius. Nobody else seems to be wanting the take the corruption on the nose. Vernius again fought us for it. They're like doing their best to try to head into the Landsrat pits, but we keep protecting them from themselves. Alright, beautiful. Over here we will get a super processing plant online. Make sure our spice crews are cooking. Get more thopters out and about. Make sure they got guys in them. Make sure, ooh, 5 wind there. We don't mind if we do.
Instruments of doom.
Deploy in safe mode, please. It's starting to get hectic. A lot of buttons to click on. Harkonnens have always been the high micro faction here. But we are pulling in 577 a day currently. We don't mind that at all. I think the current game plan is probably we do our best to just chome like crazy until everybody else in the lobby comes to kill us. And then Bob's your uncle. That's always the way I've done it in the past, and it's served me well.
Yes.
sure we're building everywhere we ought to be building. Lots of stuff we need to be building. We are going to hit our tax. We are getting good money. Crew training is good. Chum support's good. We'll go adrenal addiction. We'll also start pushing into maybe symbols of authority after that, I think is my current plan. Because we do want to be still somewhat competitive on the hedge. These guys are going to pillage and head back south. Because we want to pick up Daldad once this Devastated falls off in 4 days here. This fellow over here needs to be juiced up a bit. Likewise, his buddy above us. Bonus money for military buildings, so we might as well get our manpower in there while we can. This guy way up here needs some good stuff, but I don't have the 400 plascrete for him yet. And we got a ton of intel, so we ought be just throwing it at scav teams any chance we get. Let's remember to do that. Here's some Atreides here. They're taking a long march. Oh, look at this cheeky smuggler grab. Smuggler base is over there, and they took this special region behind the Atreides. Looks like the Atreides might not be too keen on that. That's very funny. And we are up to 4 crew for the harvesters. Oh my god, we're crazy rich. I can't even spend my money quick enough. This guy is on greed mode for some reason. These guys are looking good. We do want to pick up Daldad as soon as we can here. That looks good, that looks good.
Ready for destruction.
And way up here. Aim. I guess we'll just do some military there. We need to make sure we'd be better served having some spice silos adjacent to our guys since we're making all of our mad spice cash.
Awaiting target.
Looks like we've got battle down here. Looks like battle over there. We definitely have smugglers and Antonell, and over there are tussling. I'm sure I'm missing all kinds of critical things, but I'm sort of just having a good time playing the game again. What is this 2v1? Is he getting picked on? How dare they? Parrying arm guards. I kind of want meat armor, but maybe we'll just start with parrying arm guards.
We live to serve.
Is anyone like getting ahead of things? I mean, there's a lot of no. I mean, honestly, I feel like I'm one of the big dangers as we continue to buy up like cray-cray. Everything's going really well for us. Was not expecting that. Looks like people picking on the Atreides over there. As long as they're not picking on me. Pick on the Atreides all you want. This guy here, I think he's pretty safe, so we'll just try to get maybe an Office of the Order on him. Any second now. Our water is getting pretty tight though. You don't love to see it.
Bears of destruction.
These guys here can annex. Does look like the smugglers are giving them some business. That's getting liberated up north. Holy moly.
Instruments of doom.
A nice stroll.
We had militia there. How'd you lose? They just annihilated me 2v1. I see. I don't approve, but I can't help much at the moment. I mean, I could help, but what I mean to say is I don't want to help much at the moment because I am chomming my balls off. Do I like Raban or do I like Nefud? But we do got the nice new Nefud. He's really cool. Raban's always been great. Let's grab Nefud. Turns everyone into the cannon fodder and lets you refunds them when they die. We do anticipate, you know, some eventual trouble, military-wise. So,
Here, my lord.
The money is rolling in. We're going to hit our spice stockpiles. We're headed up towards Symbol of Authorities. It's all looking quite good. We did end up grabbing this here. The Imperial Basin, so this will pay out extra... Well, I'm dead. You're not dead. Hang in there. You can do this, buddy. The elected faction. All factions. Smugglers put a bounty on this. They want agents. They have the most votes, too. I guess it makes sense just to smugglers, then. And they're the only vote, even. Well, we're not going to say no to the money. We'll turn that money into more Chom shares. How about that? Hang in there, buddy. I believe in you. I mean, Antonell there is a vicious foe, one of the reigning world champs. So nobody would appreciate trying to battle with him. Okay, we're a little light in the stockpile, even though the rates are really quite good. However, I do want to finish up probably 2 training slots. Training slots are very useful for the Harks. And let's get some heavy militia online up here to defend against some of these raids. Oh, you must own the region to be allied with them.
Ready for destruction.
We don't need to own that region yet. Make sure we're at least 4 guys in each place. Okay, so we're finishing up Chom support. We're going to grab Adrenaline Addiction. I think we probably want... I guess we still want Civil... we want everything is the current problem. We just need a little bit of everything. Could we have some everything, please? We're going to keep pillaging wherever possible. We're going to keep buying the spice. Just chomming our brains out. What was I doing over here? I can't even remember. He's got a spice silo. He's got an office of order. He pays out for statecraft buildings. Do I care about that? I don't know. We'll just wholesale market it for now. This guy here is also going to airfield us. These guys are going to continue pillaging. Are there any other good points of interest to be grabbing right now? This one over here, some military. Don't mind if we do. We're just going to keep on pillaging and making money. That's what Harkonnens do best. We're 22%. Month 4. That ain't too bad. I could be faster, I should be faster, but you know, it ain't too bad. This guy here, I think, probably wants an airfield. As forward as we could get it to enhance our mobility a bit.
Nothing will stand in our way.
We did, let's take a free Fremen sibling agent. That won't bother me at all. Doont. We'll stick a guy in counterintelligence, I think. We over our command point limit. Oh, because they gave us a free Fremen sibling. It's fine. We'll crump a couple of these Cerberus. That's no big deal. We're going to go ahead and military base up here as well. I anticipate that being a flashpoint at some point in the future for some trouble. We've got some extra military tech. Don't mind if we do. That looks good. This looks good. This needs another building. Most of these are looking pretty good. God, we're making money. Nobody else has really bought any more stuff after I did.
Ready for destruction.
I think we need to annex this, if only to get a spice silo up here to buff both of our adjacent regions. Those guys are fighting rebels. That's fine. let's work on the training slots, which we never did get all the way going. Okay, we got an annex going there. These guys are just chilling. So far, so good. We're just, you know, as often as we could think about it, we'll just go in and buy a crap load of spice. Or chome shares, I should say. We've got the spice. The spice, it doth flow. After all, it is my Arrakis.
We'll hide our tracks.
We hold instruments of
This annex is going off. We could march up and do some more frontline pillaging afterwards. First thing we need here is the spice silos to help our adjacent lands. We're also maxed out on our manpower, so let's make sure we're transitioning all of our forward territories into heavy militia. We are out of water. That happens. That's happens. No big deal. Just like a pretend out of water, not like a real out of water. We do got rebellions coming everywhere. Where are you guys coming from? They walk across from here, maybe? Huh.
listening.
Blood will flow.
I think we'll just keep pillaging anywhere that we can pillage for now is the plan.
We live to serve.
Nothing will stand in our way.
You guys go down and help, because it seems like some of the rebellions are getting a little rough down here. Finally remembered to drop my scav team.
Ready for destruction.
Pillaging, buying chome shares, making mad fat stacks, as it were. Mad fat stacks. We're still light on the water. Maybe we toss just a little extra water in there. I don't really know what I want to build, but water won't hurt. And this guy's going to switch over to heavy militia for sure. I like it a lot. This guy also here is probably a spice silo to help his neighbor. And we got another lands rat up. Another lands rat. Infrastructure control's always nice. Judge of the council. We got huge influence gain on smugglers. They spent it all last time, and they're sitting on the stack again. Voting you for judge. Just let I'm gonna let Over know he gets to be judge. And we'll do a little bit there. Because I don't want the smugglers to pick it up. Nope, smugglers got it. Guess he didn't see that in time. That's alright. It is what it is. We just need some maintenance centers up. You know, we've been sort of doing a little bit of hop, skip, and a jump as we skip over various territories to grab the juicier ones. So we haven't really had great adjacencies in order to do stuff like maintenance centers, but now that we're starting to fill out a bit, we could pick them up. These guys are, again, having a pretty rough fight against rebels. Not really impressed with the combat prowess of those troops. Ooh, I'm all spread out.
There soon.
And he's got a big old ship up there too.
Ready for destruction. Listening.
I'm happy to just jump into this, I think. We almost have our adrenaline addiction up. We need to just consolidate the force. We're just gonna run and jump on him. We're happy to fight over it.
What's our next step?
We're ready, Baron. We'll do as you order. Yes, my lord. We're
Let's
ready,
go.
Baron.
Let's go, boys.
Please you.
We'll just focus on Banerjee. Never mind, he's leaving.
Ready for destruction.
I don't care about their puny stratagem. Our lives belong to you.
I think we're doing bad. He did a good job jumping on some of our more fragile guys. Worms on us, that's not ideal.
Come in pain. My lord knows I'm
We need to get him on it. Get the food out. Yep, we got chopped up pretty bad there.
I am here, my lord.
Come on, worms. Come get us. Come get him. Oh, that didn't go well at all. That went real bad. Doot, doot, doot.
Anything for you, Baron. Baron.
Do we have our extra armory slots up? We do. Meat armor. Stealth gear.
Hunger for the hunt. What do you need? We hunger for the hunt.
Let's go jump on him again.
You order.
Just to give him a little bit of... Just to let him know that we ain't scared. And also, we're gonna keep buying goodies.
We're ready, Baron. They will submit. We're here for you. Ready for violence. What do you need? We're ready, Baron. Ready for violence.
They're gonna get it. They're gonna get it up from us. Go Yakin.
Ready for violence.
Darn, we should have saved probably our goodies. We were a little aggressive dropping them out. Do. Lots to click on.
What do you need?
Our water's looking bad. We need to pick up some gunners because we're struggling a bit with that wraith.
What do you need? We are waiting. Ready for battle.
Let's go fight him.
Anything for you, Baron. Do you need us? Do you need us?
We'll just let the wraith give us some grief here. That's fine. We're finally chopping up some of these snipers a bit.
What do you need? Baron, a strategic move.
If we can get these executioners back, that would be nice. Get more Serbs up. We are starting to run a little low on the manpower because we've been cooking hard on it.
Ready for destruction.
We did teach him a bit of manners there. We were able to sort of force him back. We're almost up to our guild flavor, to the proper amount of guild flavor.
Baron,
Smug's killing me. They're vulnerable.
here for you. Anything for you, Baron.
Doot. Keep grabbing our military tech. We do want the symbols of authority. We're decapping them in 2 regions, but Stakhanov. Oh, of course the Stakhanov.
We are waiting.
Listening.
Anything for you, Baron. We'll die if need be.
Let's go fight him. Let's go fight him.
Baron, kill them all! Anything for you, Baron. We hunger for the hunt.
Rally point right about there. Oh, we're getting chopped up again. We are losing these fights hard. It's so hard underneath this wraith here. Can we get the overlord yet? We need the fuel cells for it. Okay, we go up here. We switch over to Trading guild favor for fuel cells. And now we start on it. Ugh. Yeah, those battles underneath the Wraith have been going poorly for us. That's alright. It's been keeping him busy, and we've got a huge manpower income, so happy to we would love this actually. Help us continue just spamming out units into him. Doot, something like that. Smugglers could grab it if they want it. We're probably going to get some controlled markets on us here. Wouldn't be surprised in the least. Are we at our 30%? We are at 30%, so we got that going for us. More executioners and maybe an overlord we need to be cooking. Dear to the minor houses. Control markets on the Atreides, that's real weird, and they grab the manpower themselves. Not too surprised to see that, but here we are.
Baron, they will submit. They'll learn of your might.
One last executioner out there battling.
The pack is ready. Ready for violence. What do you need?
Nope, no, back off, back off.
We are moving. No mercy. Do you need us?
Do some gunners. We could also hit him with like some mercenary spam once the time is right here.
What do you need?
Oh, he's annexing here? We can't do that. We can't allow that.
Baron, kill them all! I don't care about their puny stratagem. What do you need? Yes, my lord.
Oh, he's got so many guys there. We're actually losing this fight pretty bad.
Mutation on it.
He's hitting us with a hidden explosives and an admin burden. That's all right.
Target.
We should be fine.
Ready for destruction.
What do we have? Let's buy some baddies around us here. We have other options to get any mercenaries.
I'm all ears.
Listening.
Why are these guys up front? I set my rally point in the back.
Instruments of
Did everyone just die there because they were rallying to the front? Damn.
Ready to strike. You need a sniper.
We're gonna lean heavy into the gunners.
listening. Wield instruments of
They're coming to shoot.
You all right, boss?
one step closer.
We'll happily back off. We really just want to give them some grief here.
Let's earn our wages. We'll bring fear into their heart. They have no hope. We'll focus our gaze there.
Starting to get shot by all these snipers. We don't love that.
We're listening. What do you need? You're being
We need to get the Overlord away. I can't believe he's dying. Oh my god, I just got him out and he's dying.
We'll get them.
Ready for destruction. Listening. Target.
Money's tight. Antonel's kicking our butts.
We're here.
We just need to hold a while. This guy down here could be putting a missile base up here. I think I'm getting all kinds of trouble from other people. That's getting annexed over down south. It's messy. It's very messy at the moment. I don't know if we're going to be able to hold. I feel like our training's so slow.
We're here. We're listening.
Any more of these guys we could send down? We're still making good money.
Ready for destruction.
He's got to back off a little bit.
Pack is ready. We are waiting. We'll die if need be. Where's our prey?
We're so hard to just get a proper like full bunch of units together. We might be able to get the Wraith down. If we get the Wraith down, we'll be in a good spot.
What do you need? At your service.
Shoot the Wraith. It's at 50 hit points. 30. I think that mercenary is gonna finish him off. Maybe 15, 6. No, my merc just died. No, we've got to kill the Wraith. He's only got like 9 hit points on him. Ugh. Ugh. He's healing up on us. And we got bad trouble down south. Okay. That's alright. We'll figure it out. There's gotta be something we could do. Any other stuff nearby we could pick up? Not really. Nothing good.
Ready for destruction.
I am here, my lord.
Awaiting target. Nothing will stand in our way. We'll be there soon. Listening. Nothing will stand in our way.
He's so fast. I feel like my guys are really slow.
Progress.
Yes, my lord. I understand.
Why are my guys so slow? He is really kicking my butt. I'm not entirely sure how it's happening. We need more people up on this space and guild because the manpower is tight on us. It's just so hard to rebuild enough of a critical mass here.
As fast as we can. One of us will die.
It's also no good that there's rebellions in our lands. Doot doot Serbs, executioners.
Are waiting. At your service. As long
We gotta do something about that Wraith. It's a big problem for us.
what do you
We're under 30%, so we're gonna sell Chome to buy more. We're gonna sell Chome to buy more mercs. See if we could get that Wraith down, and that would save us some trouble. Doot. I don't know that any of this is gonna be relevant for me. We'll just save up our influence for now. Alright, we need to spam a mercenaries. Maybe we could try and jump on that Wraith. You canceled truce. I wasn't gonna attack you. Vernius is I don't know, doing Vernius things. Atreides is doing their best down there. They were getting picked on earlier. We might well be dead here. I was thinking we'd be able to stabilize, but he's just been tanking these shots so well. It's really tricky. And my boys have been getting their butts kicked.
need? At your service. As long as you pay. We're listening. Do you need us?
He is starting to back off.
Ready for violence.
Can we get any extra shots on him with our mercenaries here? Yep, we might be able to grab him.
Let's go. Where's our
Oh, it's a tough fight. Nope, we're not going to be able to get him, I don't think. I think we're going to get chopped up and get nothing out of it. Again? Damn! We could load up on combat probes. That'd be a bit of a meme at this point. Our combat probes need to be on death explodes. And,
We're here for you.
can't be seen outside of combat.
What do you need? Baron.
He's healing up for another run.
Anything for you, Baron.
Yeah, we're in big trouble here. Big trouble.
What's our next
This guy down here. Why can't we build here? Missing resource, missing water. The hell? This is probably my doom.
We're here for you. What do you need? Baron, we're here for you. They'll learn.
We're getting some good hits on him this time. We might be able to pick up a little bit of guys.
Ready.
Not a ton though, not enough. Oof. Let's sell shares. Make guys up north.
Your service as long as you pay. At your service as long as you pay. You're paying for it. We won't fail. What do you need?
Awaiting target. Awaiting.
Can we got a lot of range, guys. Can we jump on the Wraith right now? We got a chance. We got a chance. Pick that Wraith off. It would save us so much trouble. I think we got it at least. This buys us a little bit of time to cause him extra grief.
Fired.
Fall back. We just try and keep him getting shot at under the missile turrets. There we go, getting some work done on him.
What do you need? On it. At your service as long as you pay. We're listening.
Now our base, when it shoots him, will actually hit his men, and that'll be big for us.
On watch. Moving.
Sell more chum shares, because we just need more mercenaries, because we are fighting for our life here. Hopefully people are picking on the smugglers. What's going on out there? They're making 54 a day. We've been so busy we can't even click on stuff. This guy back here, what's wrong? My water is effed. Why is my water so bad?
What do you need?
I don't understand.
We're ready, Baron.
Maybe we'll stop trading with sieges. Is there another siege over here? This one. I'll stop trading with them. It's just weird that my water was messed up. I don't understand. Get a craft workshop going. Did they just evacuate? That's what that was, isn't it? Extraction network. Alright, we gotta take this back from him then. He went home because he was getting picked at by bad guys.
Ready, Baron. Yes, on it. We will do it for you. The pack is ready.
Oh, he's flying in. That's no good. I didn't realize there was an airfield up.
We're ready, Baron. Anything to please you. What do you need? Anything for you, Baron.
That's no good. We are pretty dangerous. You have an army? Fighting for my life at base.
We're ready, Baron. What do you need? Master, as you wish, Master. We're here for you.
We're gonna get chopped up again. We just don't have enough guys here to really contest these big fights, unfortunately.
We're here.
Yeah, we're getting chopped up solidly. Put some combat probes in his back line. I think we're dead. I think we're dead. Ugh. Ooh, tough fights. They supply dropped. They're causing all kinds of trouble.
Here for you.
Well, that was a rough battle. What is it? Trial by fire back in the game. Antonol basically soloed me. No one else even helped him. Damn. That was hard. Just couldn't get my sort of a critical mass up. I thought we would do better that first charge in against his men, but fighting under the Wraith there was not a super wise plan. and we never got back all the way up to 60 CP, right? You know, he's sitting at a full army, and I couldn't quite, like, I kept getting stuck in engagements before I could rebuild. I should have been more patient, sitting off, rebuilding the full stack, right? It's really difficult to contend with the full stack of the enemy if you only have, you know, a half stack or less. So we just got constantly crushed by that, the old trickle in economics there. I thought we would do better. I thought we would fight a little harder, but boy, those smuggler guys were chopping us up. Economic wise, we were looking pretty solid. Even after selling a bunch of shares, I was sitting at 23%, way more than everybody else. If I'd been left alone for a little while longer to cackle, we'd have been all right. Solari stocks. Oh, Vernie is sitting on 40k. I imagine they will be feasting on the Chom shares now that I'm dead. Hegemony was pretty close for just about everybody. We did have a big passive income on the smugglers, but politics, nothing too much. But look at the smuggler. They just get so much influence even without trying. I feel like smugglers are a really, really solid faction these days. They do quite well at just about everything. Super high intel on them too, so they are able to really spam a lot of those operations. Sometimes that is the way the cookie crumbles. Can we keep watching? I guess we're going into caster mode then. It is nice they actually do switch us properly into the Spectator overlays. Really nice, really nice. I haven't died in a game since the Spectator mode was out, so I haven't seen that it switches automatically into it. That's nice. Let's switch to the no fog and let's take stock of the game here. Boy, we got some long purple lines. Let's look at our game summary to start off here. Everybody's equal on the hedge at the moment, but I'm guessing, do we see a passive hedge income somewhere? Where do I find that? Faction summary. So we got 49 daily on the Smugs, 36 daily on the Atreides, only 10 daily on Vernius. Vernius might want to consider obfuscating some craft workshops if they haven't already. It doesn't look like anything's been obfuscated yet. My land is free, which is probably a boon for the smugglers to be able to pick up even extra special regions if they really want to. Or the Atreides. They can, of course, do their peaceful annexing in the back. How are they looking resource-wise? Atreides are making... Vernius is a huge bank, but they're in the red. Likewise with the smugglers. Everybody is maxed out on authority. It's not really an annexing kind of game. It looks like while we were in the midst of our little life and death struggle over there, Vernius came in through the middle, took 2 of my territories over there, took the middle as well. Between Atreides and Vernius, they were able to chase the smugglers off of their side of the map. And now we've got smugglers dropping EMPs, picking on the Vernius army in the background here. Vernius was looks like they were trying to backcap them. But I think, hard to say actually. I think it's smuggler favored, but not as much as you'd think. Vernius is putting up a much better fight than I did. They managed to pick off the snipers first. It looks like the smugglers did not have that big force of their free company, which were causing me a lot of grief. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure who's going to win. Maybe smugglers? Because the railguns are fairly squishy. Another EMP goes down, probably secures it for the smugglers, but at just about 100% casualties for both sides. Although the smugglers don't have a lot of firepower left, the scavengers are not known for their DPS. They're more of a die slowly kind of unit. Nor is the scavenging drone known for its damage, but the EMP is going to be slowing stuff down. Maybe Vernius is pulling this back now. I don't see any extra smuggler units coming. They're thinking about it. Vernius looks like they're pulling back. I don't know that that's the play. I don't think that you're going to escape at this point, but you know, you're welcome to try. Atreides are posting up on the middle, but unless they want to go sack Vernius lands, there's not a lot of good choices for them. We can see Vernius and Atreides are chatting back and forth quite a bit here. They've got lots to say with one another. Faction status. Low standing. Vernius is in the pits. Did they betray something maybe? How did they get 173? That's quite low. They ought to at least have been stayed above 200 by now. I wonder what they were doing that made them drop down below there. Oh, I forgot to say GG's to Antonol. I don't know if I can do that anymore because I think I'm stuck in the spectator chat. Well, we'll leave it alone. GG's, brother. No hard feelings, just warfare. Atreides just chilling back there. Hegemony, we see the pop-up with the Smugs at 21. That is still a long ways to go, but they did come up, they did grab this, and they are marching to the west to grab that. So just as I predicted, they are sucking up the former Harkonnen special regions, which, you know, I imagine is probably going to get a very immediate craft workshop. There it is. Likewise down here, the other one they took's got a craft workshop. There's going to be a pretty crazy daily income. 52 already on the Smug, so every month you're looking at 1,500 free hedge plus another 1,100 or 1,200 from paying your spice tax, so 2,700 a month, meaning he's probably just got to he's just got to hang on to his territory for 3 more months. Doesn't even need to take anything else. No big deal. 3 months of gameplay, easy peasy. Eager to see what the Atreides decide to do. This is a fairly strong army down here. Big chunk of rangers, big chunk of heavy weapons. I think I tend to like a bit more on the melee, but I could be wrong. I've been out of the meta for a while, so who knows? That may be a peak performance army. Heavy range has always been very strong, until it isn't. You know, your heavy ranged army trades and does a ton of DPS, but if the enemies are sort of able to get the jump on you and get on your range units and tear them up, then they obviously don't do as well or have the durability of the stronger melee troops. But the Atreides are also a bit of an exception to that, in that they tend to have, I think they got nerfed though. We could see there's only 2 armor on the heavy weapons, no armor at all on the rangers. It used to be that your rangers and your heavy weapons were super armored up, which gave them quite a bit of staying power. Vernius is feeling salty. You want to give him a free win, Atreides? I'm sure the Atreides were already feeling salty that Vernius and the smugglers were jumping on them earlier. And there's some salt to go around. Oh, look over here. The Atreides managed to nab this. They got the peaceful annex off. We had seen the smugglers walking over that way. I don't know the fate of those smuggler troops that went to the west. Maybe something happened to them, but the Atreides managed to grab the Well of Riches. That's a nice pickup for them. It's just a short hop, skip, and a jump over there to a very free spice field, so that'll be another nice pickup for them. Portfolio scrutiny is out and about. Have we got anybody? Nope. Doesn't look like. Maybe Atreides was the only ones that snapped up some shares since the fall of House Harkonnen. We also see the Atreides up at 2,300 hedge with that peaceful pickup as well. Did they grab anything else out in the world? Did they have that or not? I don't quite remember. Maybe it was just picking that up. So we got a Landsrad. Speaker of the Council, a pretty pivotal one, and it looks like it... We got a smuggler bounty. Will they give it to the smugglers? I gotta think they're not going to. Atreides are eligible for it, so really Vernius ought to give this to the Atreides. You don't want to hand Antonell any extra power, and Speaker of the Council is a very powerful position. Probably the best charter to have outside of the governorship. But no, they weren't able to come to a deal, and the smugglers snap it up for themselves. We did pick up 5 Landsrad Punishers for Vernius. You love to see it. Punishers, this was a resolution that was recently buffed. Used to be 3, I think, and they buffed it to 5, and I think they made the Punishers a fair bit better. Let's see, we've got some Punishers out and about here. These boys, the Landsrad Punishers, plus 200% damage against main bases. And they're already hitting for 25 power, meaning they're doing like 75 damage or so to a main base. Main bases, of course, are real tough to deal with because they have 10 armor, meaning they subtract basically 10 damage from anything that hits them. But if you're plinking them for 75, that 10 armor suddenly doesn't seem like all that much. What is going on here? You guys just having a little chat? The Atreides have been sitting here forever. Vernius is now sitting here. Are they maybe grouping up to go for a base kill? I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. If they wanted to do that, they don't really need Vernius down here. Atreides are flying to where? To the west? Okay. We do see the smuggler army all the way to the west, so Atreides rightfully probably a little concerned about that. Smugs would love to pick up this well of riches to help speed along that hedge victory there. Of course, special regions worth 1,600 hedge apiece. Every region in the game is worth 600. You add 1,000 on top of it due to it being a special region. And then you add a little extra because your special regions are able to build your craft workshops that give you your daily hedge boost there. Smugglers sitting on a fat plus 70 a day, but the Atreides made their way up to 63. They're sitting on 1 special region, 2 special regions, 3 special regions, at least 4. How are they getting so much? It doesn't feel like 4 craft workshops ought to be making 60. This guy, oh, they got a White Rift, that's what it is. Down here, the White Rift gives you a double production on this craft workshop, so this guy's cracking out 18. That ain't too bad. And we might have a bit of a fight here. This smuggler force has been reconstituted with lots of heavy-duty free company. We've got some defenses here. The military base is almost up. They also have a missile battery. Smugs aren't super confident about this engage. It's a bit of a rough because they have to sort of trickle in single file due to the territory here. I think the Atreides are looking good here. The terrain actually is really in their favor by the smug army getting a little strung out here. If they're just careful, able to focus fire, and it looks like they're focus firing the Wraith. They want that thing down. Nope, they're back to focus firing the melee troops for the Smug's army. Looks like a nice hold by the Atreides. I think the terrain of this little choke point here, this mountain that sort of caused the smuggler army to get strung out, really worked in their favor. They ought to be able to clean up this Wraith at the very least. Duncan Idaho they've got out here, and he's gone berserk. Duncan, of course, got a big buff, a patch or two ago, and he's going maybe a bit too berserk here. He's about to run to his death, but he's going to cause some death his own. I think the Atreides probably should have followed up. Ooh, did they get worm struck maybe when we weren't looking? Because they're down to just 4 guys back there. They must have. Must have been a worm strike. But now we got worms coming on the smuggler army too. They gotta do something. So they're gonna hug the cliffs. If you're close to a cliffside, and their snipers are picking off the airfield, that is devilish. That's gonna cause the Atreides some grief because the Atreides base is being sniped by Vernius. Holy moly, Vernius was just complaining about the Atreides throwing the game. There is a worm strike, got something, but most of the Atreides army, it looked, wasn't worm struck, but maybe flew back home. Whew, they lost maybe 60% of their main base health, but they are going to clean up. Ooh, a worm came in and helped them out too, ate a big chunk of Vernius there. However, this other special region's getting handed over to the smugglers up there. That was a bold move by Vernius. I'm guessing they felt like the Atreides were the bigger... smugglers accepted a trade, non-aggression from the Atreides. Accepted the non-aggression, but then they started annexing it again? Did they break the treaty? What just happened there? Or is this just a really old one, 1648? No, that was recent. It looks like their Landsrad dropped a whole bunch. I think they accidentally accepted a peace treaty and then said, wait, no, we actually want this. And they betrayed it and took that. Is that true? Can I double check that? Faction buffs. Yes. A traitor on the Atreides. We also see traitor on Vernius here. The Vernius is also dropped all the way down to pariah status. That's not good. Only 120, and they're sitting on a negative influence there. They're down to 12 Landsrad standing. That's pretty bad. I don't know. Did they? I don't think they nuked. Did they? Maybe they did, and we weren't watching when we were so caught up there. But regardless, that is a very low Landsrad standing, and it's going to cause them a fair bit of grief. Pariah status. This looks like this is going to get cleaned up there by the smugglers, though. Atreides are stuck at home. So pariah status is pretty bad. Let's see if we could click on something to show us exactly how bad. Pariah tier, no votes, -3 influence production, plus 300% chome share buying price, and every 20 days the Landsred guards will land and start attacking your main base. And they've made them quite a bit chunkier. I have seen players die to the Landsred guards blowing up their main base because they were in pariah status. Okay, Atreides did manage to get a peaceful annex off down here, adjacent to this base, but the smugglers are going to jump on it right away. Loss of rights is up, but you gotta think it's getting re-rolled thanks to the Speaker of the Council. No, this one got re-rolled. He's happy to leave loss of rights up. That's a little unusual. Architectural surveys is up, though. Ooh, that looks like architectural surveys is serious danger if your base is already sort of low on health. I mean, I would assume that if this passes, and the Atreides could stop it, but if this passes, they're in extreme danger. So the Atreides opted to lean into the loss of rights. The smugglers opted to put the architectural surveys on the Atreides. So now we've got 20 days till it falls off, that our boys in green need to be extremely careful about protecting their main base, because it's going to take 50% more damage, and believe you me, that is a lot when it comes to the main base. It is, especially with the likes of some good, strong base sniping power, the likes that smugglers have. Vernius, I think, was relying on their sneak attack there. They're not typically known as a super strong base killing faction, but you know, they do. Their railguns actually are rather good at it because they have a very high power. And again, like we mentioned, the power is the damage you do, and then your attack speed's how quickly you attack. But your power minus the enemy's armor is what determines how much damage that you do in a hit. So a unit that hits slow but has a high power is much better at killing bases versus something like Mr. Free Company here, who only has 16 power but 10 attack speed. So super fast attack speed, but he would only be hitting a base for like 6 damage because it would be -10 from the armor. So he's sitting at his base because he's feeling is concerned. Atreides look like they're all good. Vernius looks like they are sitting up on the border here, wanting to cause trouble with the smugglers. So Atreides might get away with this architectural surveys, which would vindicate their decision to push through loss of rights. The big trouble is the hedge clock continues to tick well in favor of the smugglers. I think this, it looks like parallel training is what got obfuscated. That's an interesting spot there. So the parallel training on the smugglers and on the Atreides blocks out the military academy, blocks out the extra training slots. I don't know that that's what I would have picked. I suspect they're going to suffer to the daily hedge. I think they would have been better earlier on, probably just going for that obfuscation on the valuable trinkets here, to lock out craft workshops. Because the big problem is our smuggler friends are making 84 a day, which is a gargantuan amount. They don't have to do anything but just chill out, and the end will come swiftly. They got to pay their spice taxes, of course, which they are full hard stockpiling, expected stocks, and their contracts very low. They're going for the old very, very low spice income. So if your income is super low, then your taxes on it are super low, right? So they only have to pay 900 for their contract. Everybody else has to pay 2,000 plus, right? Because these guys are actually making some spice. But the smugglers have been just leaning into, and we can see he's just starting to grab neutral territory now. He's going for, basically he's trying to boom straight ahead. He needs to be getting attacked right away. And the trouble is the Atreides can't comfortably leave their base. Here's the Landsred assault on the S-Vault. S-Vault gets a defense breaches on it, and we've got Punisher, guard. They're a little overly stacked up, right? If they were spread out a little bit more, they'd be getting this S-Vault. But look at it, I mean, we're down Almost a quarter of it already. Vernia's coming back home to try and defend their base. Atreides are paranoid. Okay, they're marching out a little bit. Where are they going? I don't even know. They were feeling paranoid too because they have the defense breaches. Smugglers are just cackling up there. This is going to be a smuggler hedge win. So spice tax was just paid. It's going to be 18 days for it to come up again. And at the... I don't even know if it's going to last that long. But definitely in 18 days, that's a game win for them. Regardless, it's 84 a day. They need 1,700. So in 10 days, they'll have 840. Yeah, you know, they still need like 20 days. So I think it's probably next spice tax. It looks like maybe they don't have enough, what am I looking for? Authority. Yeah, he's even pretty good on authority. He could even annex at least one more territory, which probably puts him where he needs to go. The Atreides are marching through the desert to try to save Gurkus. This is okay. If they can get there. If they can clear Gurkus, maybe get a fast... Oh, the smugglers aren't happy about it. So they ran out of supplies, but they ended up getting into friendly territory, but they're going to be in trouble. I think the smugglers just got a good jump on them here. It's going to be a tough fight. It's going to be a tough fight. They all took a little bit of damage going through the desert. It looks like smugs are getting... Okay, they're doing a little bit better focus fire and picking out snipers. Ooh, I think it's smugs favored still. We've got a comms jam going down to make sure the Atreides don't throw anything extra out. I don't know. It's going to be relatively close, actually. The Atreides ranged are trading really well. Atreides might pick this up. God, it's going to be close. What are the Vernias doing? Vernias is going for the smuggler base. Oh, I think the smugs might regret coming to this to aid over here. It looks like they're going to lose this fight to the Atreides. I imagine they'll be able to defend their base, but the loss of their army is going to be... going to put them in a bit of a pickle, if nothing else. And really, unfortunately, a storm comes through here, causing a lot of extra damage to the folder relay. When really you do want that close up here. Like, get back, get it back, get it back. The storm's passing. You want the folder relay, you know, the flagship near the enemy main base so that it absorbs the shots. But I think they're okay, actually, because of the fight engineers healing. They're fighting mechs. Atreides cleans up that decap to the west, and if they're able to cap Adga there, and they may not have the time for it, because I think there was the call of Stakhanov on the smugglers here. They're sitting at sieges take 100% longer. That's going to be a pain. That's going to be a pain. That means a siege there is like 10 or 14 days or something to clean up, and I don't know that they've got the time for that. But if it does flip, that's an instant 1,600 back into the Atreides column, putting them within striking distance. I think a lot's going to depend on how Vernias is able to hold out here. Some neutrals pillaging the front of the Atreides lines, but that's no big deal. Smugs are... Looks like they were Nope, that's just militia they're fighting down there. Can the dredges of the Atreides army clean up the heavy militia of the Smugs base? It's gonna be a bit of a fight here. He's doing an admirable job microing carefully. It's gonna be a little tricky. Meanwhile, almost 30% down on the Smugs base, and we don't see any Smug troops coming out yet. Smugs, oh my goodness, they've only got 3 men being trained. They do have a Wraith up. Are they out of resources? No, they've got resources. Why are you only training 3 guys? There's basically no smuggler army up at the moment. Where is the Wraith at? The Wraith's over here. Does he think he can survive it out? 29.2. He might if he can annex 1 more territory just about anywhere. Are there any smuggler units on the field? There's some free company just come out. And they're sitting there stealthed. 40% in the base. We're starting to make a couple more units here. Oh, here's where the parallel training comes in. Minus 2 training slots basically on everybody, so it's real hard for the smugglers to rebuild their army fast enough. Definitely the move here is just to kill the smuggler units. Keep going. We did lose the fight engineers at the front here, which is going to hurt the longevity of this Vernius army. He needs more reinforcements up there ASAP. Atreides still fighting to the west. I think spice tax is going to tick. 4 days. I think it's going to still be a hedge win for the Smugs, because this base is not going to die in 4 days. I don't think 3 days. Where are the reinforcements? We need more Vernius up here. More Vernius needs to be up there really, really badly. Or is he making more? He's making some more. He's also, you know, doesn't have the extra training slots, so he's suffering under that, but it's gonna be close. 2 days, he's at almost 25%. The Wraith is gonna come in here and probably slow things down a bit. Toxic gases, I believe, work against the Vernius electronic units. I think there's just not... Ooh, 8K, 7K, 1 day, 7.3K. Oh, you are fighting against time. You gotta put everything you can onto the Siege Tuic. Atreides over there annexing, they're not gonna be relevant. All that matters is, can Vernius burn through this last 4,000 in less than a day? I don't think they're gonna get it. 3.9. Oh, it's so close. Less than a day. 3.1. I think Smugs have got it. There it is. They live just long enough to lock down that victory. Woo! GG to Antonel is the reason he's a world champion. That was a tough one. We took quite a beating as the Harkonnens there. And I guess we tied up the Smugs enough that other people could beat them up, but I think they were just a little too slow to react. We needed a slightly more decisive movement. I was surprised that Vernius decided to jump on the Atreides base there when they were fighting the Smugs, right? If they had backstabbed the Smugs when they were battling, then the base would have been weakened enough that they would have finished off that time. But then that would have sort of shifted the game back in the Atreides' favor, so there wasn't necessarily a good option for Vernius. Tough battle. Woo. All right. I think that's gonna be a game for you folks. It was nice that we were able to cast it after we died. That's really convenient. I remember in the old days you'd die and you'd get kicked straight out to the menu and have no idea what happened. All right. Dune Spice Wars, folks. That's how it goes for you. Down to the wire every game. Thanks for watching, and we'll have some more Dune in the future for you. See you next time.